Is that how you blot your makeup? Because it's how I blot mine. Hello everyone, it's me. And I don't know if you can relate to this story or not. I'm hoping you can. And if not, I hope you can at least open your heart and your mind. So a while back, probably last summer, I had gotten this chocolate cake. It was not just any chocolate cake, it was a devil's food cake made with a really nice stout. So, yeah, like, awesome. It was the biggest cake that I had ever seen in my life. It was honestly this tall, 3 layers, and in between each layer was a layer of milk chocolate frosting, and then the cake was iced with this rich, dark chocolate ganache, the kind that you just take a bite of and you are like firing on all cylinders. You're like, oh my God, how is this even possible? In this world, in this haze, how is something this delicious possible? How can this even exist? The cake was then topped with little white and milk chocolate shavings. Ooh, it was so beautiful. The cake was this tall, like I said, and it was honestly this big around. It was a humongous cake, and I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this cake, but I guess I was thinking, sex you can eat. Oh my God. Yes. I loved that cake. So I got the cake home and I cut myself a big piece of it, which if your cake is really tall, it's harder to do because then your slices are like really long, so it's kind of confusing. But I cut myself a really big piece and I take about 2 bites and I'm like, that's good, but it is so rich. That cake was as rich as Donald Trump wants you to believe that he is. Really rich. But the thing is, the cake's richer than Donald Trump. So after having just those 2 bites, I kind of got this sort of film of anxiety because this cake was huge and I was like, how am I going to ever accomplish finishing this cake? Like, I ever even imagined that I could finish an entire cake by myself, nor would I ever want to try. But there was just this anxiety of like, I'm going to end up wasting this whole cake. But I spent probably the next 5 days eating cake, not consecutively, but every day. Maybe twice on one certain day or 2 certain days, but who's keeping tallies? I wasn't, because I don't like to think of those things. I just ate cake every single day trying to get this cake down so I'm not wasteful, because I'm thinking, what about all the starving babies in the world? What about all the people out there that have no cake? Some of those people are having their birthday and they don't have any cake, but here I am with this cake windfall and I just can't do it all myself. So, I'm just trying to eat as much of this cake as possible, but like after 5 days, I'm like all caked out, but I'm still trying to push myself. I go to get a piece of cake and I'm like, well, this looks a little funny on this cake. What is it? I'm like totally in that Seven movie. Like, what is it? What is that? And I look at it and I'm like, that is mold. Oh, it's come. The time has come where this cake has mold on it. And you know what I did, you guys? And I don't know if you can sympathize with me or like empathize with me. I ate the ganache off the cake, But even though I know that's really gross, I took a bite and I'm like, this is a dumb idea because it has a taste of dank ass mold. So I threw the cake away, and as sad as it was to let that gift from the bacon gods go, I was like, I feel relief. I'm so glad that that cake is finally out of the house because I just couldn't deal with the stress of it. But god damn, it was good while it lasted. So here's to you, you delicious cake. I will always remember you, but if our paths should ever cross again, if I ever see you walking down the street, I'm probably just going to cross onto the next street and go on with my life because you and me, let's face it, we just can't go there again. I'm gonna submit this story to NPR and they can put me on that storytelling show. Do you think they will do that? 'Cause I don't. But thank you all for listening to this weird ass video where I reminisce about a cake that set my life on fire. It was good while it lasted, but when it ended, it was time. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you again soon when I have something so good you're gonna flip your wig. That's right. So please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And you know what you could do? You could totally share this video on your social media. Like if you have Facebook or Twitter, go ahead and do that. And right down below that, you did it. And I'll say, whoa, they did that? Cool. So see you next time.